Hi, hello everyone. This is alaukik.siddharth and welcome back to our YouTube channel Intellect Talks. Intellect Talks पे हम लेके आ रहे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को जो कि वेरियस डोमेन्स में अपना स्टार्टअप रन कर रहे हैं और उनके एक्सपीरियंसेस हम आपको शेयर करेंगे ताकि आपकी स्टार्टअप जर्नी उनके लर्निंग से कुछ बेटर हो पाए और कुछ इम्प्रूव कर पाए और आपको एक बूस्ट मिले कि अगर ये कर सकते हैं तो हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते हैं. सो टुडे वी हैव अ वेरी प्रोमिनेंट person with us, Miss Prachi, and she has won many awards. She has been featured in the magazines, and she has got the youngest women entrepreneur award in 2020 also. So, welcome Prachi.
Thank you.
So, like, how was your journey till now, and like, what was your educational background, and how did you start actually in your education, and then how did you move in your life? Just give an overview over it.
Okay, so I started from BTech. So I have done my BTech in computer science, and then I got a chance to work for an MNC. That is for 6 years around, and from there I got the chance to I got the opportunity to go to US, and I worked there as well. And then I worked for 1 year in marketing, and then started my company, that is Visionfee. So overall in Visionfee, that's a pure IT company where we do a lot of services like augmented reality, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and when it comes to marketing side, so we also provide SEOs and 360 marketing. So that is the entire Visionfee is all about.
So you were working in US, you were living a good life there. I hope that
Yeah.
like because like living standard and everything is very good in US.
Right.
So what made you motivated that like you should come back to India rather than living in US? Because I have seen like people go to US and they live there forever and like they take the PR and they leave the citizenship also. What made you motivated to come back to India?
Okay, so being an entrepreneur, I would say there are more chances or more opportunities that you have in India, because India is a developing country and we are developing at a very fast pace, if you say. So that is where I think that is the best thing. When it comes to US, yes, you have a better lifestyle, but I am kind of emotional as well, so I give equal importance to my family, so that's why I started everything.
So somewhere or other you have that Indian culture in your.
Yes, exactly, and I was born and brought up here, so yeah.
No, but many people actually leave their citizenship also. But many people are everyone is born in India only, so but they leave ultimately. So in Visionfee, you are doing multiple things like artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality. Where do you find like this technology is going to change the world in the upcoming time in 5-10 years?
Okay, so basically, I guess that's a win-win proposition for both companies as well, for brands as well, and for customers as well. When it comes to AR, VR, it is providing an immersive experience, right? So you can, it's try before you buy. So you're getting that experience right in front of your, maybe in your house, right? Or maybe sitting while in your chair. So I guess that's a good thing when it comes to fashion. You can try your clothes or you can experiment with your, your overall look. So that is one thing. When it comes to medical, you can, study entire 3D structures through AR, through VR, and through artificial intelligence, you can do the data analysis. So I guess that is a great thing that we are leading towards, and that is providing. And when it comes to India, I guess there is a huge progress in last 3-4 years, especially when it was in lockdown. So I guess we also did many projects for AR, VR in that specific time frame. So I guess
so the technology is developing at the very rapid speed. So don't you think like people are getting too much interacted with the technology? They are leaving all their social life, they're spending 12 hours on the phones and laptops, and they have actually been totally out of social life. And like if they have to buy also something, they are just using their phone and buying the things. They are not going even outside. So somewhere don't you think that health will also get affected in the long run?
True. Every thing, I guess, every aspect has its pros and cons, right? So same way when it goes to technology, if you are 24/7 addicted to it, so definitely it will hamper your health. I guess health and offline life is equally important, but you can't, stop the technology because it will lead to a progress of the country, or it will lead to your self progress as well. So you can't stop that, but yes, you can manage, or it's all about the balance that you have between
Balance is actually very
yes.
important in between everything.
Right.
Then only you can run on the right tracks.
Yes.
So before Vision 5, like you started this organization, what you have done after the job then?
So it was not after the job. Parallelly also, I started few ventures. So very few people know about it. I have tried my hands on event managements, consultings, and many other ventures. And after that, I land up here. So because something I always want to do something technology wise, because as my background is. So yeah.
So guys, you can understand, like she was having multiple things in her mind. The kind of people who have all these things in the mind, they actually feel like they are somewhere stuck in between the job and they can't initiate their ideas. These kind of things motivate the people like her to start the startup and put their ideas into reality. So that's where she came into the startup, and she has been running a successful startup, Vision 5, which works on technology like artificial intelligence, augmented reality. Somewhere or the other, she is using these technologies in marketing, healthcare, and edtech also. So she'll give a brief about like what actually you do in these sectors using the technology. Our viewers would like to understand it.
So when it comes to augmented reality, virtual reality, I would say that's not any particular domain restricted areas, right? You can use it in advertising, you can use it in maybe healthcare, you can use it in education. So there are vast fields. So when it comes to campaigns that I have worked on, I have worked with many, you would say, apparel brands where you provide try before you buy experience. And I have worked with healthcare and education sector as well, where we have developed, very storybooks where you can make your stories or your education interesting using AR and VR. And we have introduced gaming concept as well in education to, have that experience. And when it comes to healthcare, we have provided we are working with many, you would say, hospitals and all, and we have managed the entire ecosystem there. We have our apps there, we have our analysis there, we have running ads campaign, and also we have AR VR where we are working there. Yes.
So technology is this much required in every sector. Okay. So why we are seeing that a lot of layoffs are happening in the big MNCs like Google, Facebook, like these people are laying off the employees? Don't you think like this, the technology is evolving, and the people who are making the technology, they itself are getting fired out of their offices because they have developed a technology like that, like now they don't need the people to work, the technology is already working. So don't you think like unemployment rate will also get increased using the technologies?
See, that is I would say changing trend. That is not increasing unemployment. If you are closing one sector, maybe because you have automated that, but simultaneously there is another section which is open, right? So if we are running mostly automated processes are the physicals one, right? So you still require employee which are doing the automated work, or which are running it, or which are analyzing it. So I believe it's not laying off, it's about shifting the technology from physical to maybe digital. So every time, if you see the entire, I would say, previous decades or previous centuries, has always been a shift in job. Might be after 20 years, there are still jobs which, we can't even think of right now. So I believe that's a shift. That is not that technology is creating unemployment. Yeah.
So the wheel is revolving, and you have
Right.
to actually adjust with the time, like whatever the
Exactly.
technology is changing or the scenario is today, you have to adopt accordingly.
Right. You have to develop the skill which are there because time is changing fast. So yeah, I believe.
So Prachi, you are doing so many work in different fields. You are into uh, marketing also. Your company is doing marketing. Your company is doing technology work also. Like you have a lot of work to do actually, because entrepreneur needs to be a hustler. 24 into 7, they should be available.
Right.
So how does your typical day look like? Like, what will you explain to the viewers? Like, an entrepreneur's life is just like this,
Okay. So
or do you get time in between that? You have time for families, friends also, or like you are 24 into 7 just work and work.
Okay, so I would say there is no typical day in the life of an entrepreneur. Every day when you wake up, there is a new challenge or there is something new. Either some tantrums from the clients, or even you have financial problems, or you have lots of problems. I mean, there's not a single day which I would say that this is my typical day. Right. So yes, I do take out my time for family, for trips, for traveling, because that is what everything is all about, and that's the reason because of that I left my job. So I believe there is no typical day. Every day is full of crazy loads, and at the end it is fun. So that is what I believe. So first thing in the morning when I wake up, I divide my task. So when it comes to division, right, I have my clear four sectors where I divide my task. First is urgent and important. So whenever a task is urgent and important, I do it right away. Maybe I started in my bed only, those tasks. And then I plan those tasks which are urgent but not much important to me. And there is a category where I delegate my task. So that's how I plan my day. So first thing in the morning, I do the entire planning for the day, and I make sure that I take out the time for my health as well, because that is my priority, my sports as well, and I play tennis as well. So both TT and lawn tennis. So that's how I take out time, and I'm very fond of traveling. So I make sure that after every 2 months I go on any trip. So yeah, I manage this.
So like the life is like just like you have to just have the understanding how to manage your time, and everything will get placed in it.
Right. I guess it's all about priorities, right? Whatever is your priority, you give your all energy to that. So I have particular these priorities, and work is a part of it. Work is not 24/7 into it, yes. So it's crazy days and there are fun days as well.
So you said that somewhere you feel that get the challenges of financials, or maybe the clients are saying that this work is not proper. So how do you manage all these things? Like you manage on everything on your own, like, or you have people with you like who mentor you, or who guides you, like you can do like this. So how do you do actually?
So when it comes to running a business, you are not a single person who manage everything. You have the entire team, right? And that is the whole support I have. And I would say luckily I have a great team, and they handle everything, whether it is client feedbacks, or whether it is scheduling a thing, or strategizing how my company will progress. So yes, I have entire support system. When it comes to mentoring, I actually don't have a mentor, so I have learned from my experiences and from my challenges. But yes, because I didn't have any mentor, so I make sure that I do mentoring of budding entrepreneurs, or whatever help I can provide to people. Yeah.
So you are providing help to the entrepreneurs also who
Yes.
wish to come into startups. You guide them as
Yes,
well.
exactly. Whenever I get the chance, or whenever I get free, I make sure that I'm available for them, so that whatever problems I have faced, maybe I can help them out in that.
So Prachi, like you are working on these many startups. So how you are actually expanding the team? Like what things do you see in a people before you hire for your organization? What do you see that key skills in the person? Like how do you expand the team? Like because team is the one thing like which will drive the organization towards the goal which we have the vision for. So what do you look for the team, like what qualities or skills they should have in them?
Okay, first of all, when it comes to team, yeah, that is a crucial part of any business, I would say. So I don't look for quantity. I don't want my team should have 100 employees or to state that. I just want, if I have 5 people, they should be very expert or they should be perfect in their skills that I'm hiring for. If I'm hiring for a salesperson or if I'm hiring a technical person, they should know what they are hired for. That is the most important thing. And second, I would say that mindset or attitude, that is most important. If you're willing to tackle problem, if you're willing to find a solution, if you have a solution mindset, then I would hire you. Even we can develop skills over time, but we cannot develop the mindset over time. That is one thing which you already have. So that is the most important thing I believe they should have.
Actually, a right mindset is very much required to execute any task. If you if you have to just go to 2 kilometers only, but you don't have the mindset that I have to go 2 kilometers only, you can't travel that 2 kilometers also. But if you have the mindset that I can climb the Mount Everest also, so definitely one day you will climb it.
Exactly.
Initially you may get a struggle in climbing that mountain, but slowly and steadily we'll reach there.
Right. So exactly, whenever I take interviews, right, so this is the one question that I always ask, that why do you want to do this job? I mean, if you're doing it because just you have for the sake of doing it, right, or if you're doing it for some financial problem, or if you're doing it because you actually have that passion and you want to work, do that job. So that is the most important thing, I believe.
So nowadays we are listening so much that is Startup India, made in India. Like we should actually do everything in India. So what do you think on developing? If we want to see India as a developed economy, we want to see that India should be a 5 trillion economy in next 5 to 10 years. So what actually we should actually do on the ground that India should lead all that developed countries like USA, UK and China? How can we actually go ahead of those countries? What is actually lacking in India? Why we are not still developed after the it is 75 years of independence, but still we are a developing nation only. What do you think, like how can we reach there?
Okay. So, do you know that how much time it took for all these developed countries to be there?
No.
Because 75 years, I don't think so that is a great amount of time. And when it comes to India, I can speak on and on and on because I am very proud citizen, and in fact I am very proud to see the progress that we are doing, and everything depends upon leadership, right? In India today, if I say, we have a very strong leadership, right? We are doing well when it comes to energy crisis. We are doing well when it was COVID crisis, right? We have done, far better from other developed nations, right? And when it comes to technology also, I think we are doing great because we have a lot of, capital here, we have a lot of skills, we have talent, and, many countries or many brands are ready to invest in India right now. And I think that the way or the pace at which we are going ahead, and that is beautiful, I guess. I don't see any problem in that. If you have seen, I don't know if you got the time, but if you see the finance minister's speech when it comes to Russia crisis or Russia-Ukraine war, when it comes to US, when it comes to Union, right? UN nation. So I guess we are projecting as a very bold country, as a very prominent country, and as a country which can manage billions of population. So I guess we are doing great.
So nowadays, because you are in technology, so technology is getting evolved day by day, it is changing. But somewhere or the other, I see India is producing a lot of engineers every year.
Right.
But we are not developing the technology. We are just consuming the technology which has been developed by some European countries or US or China, and just we use their technology and then we make something out of it. Why don't we develop the technology, or what is the problem lacking? Like, why can't we develop the technologies? Okay. And those guys should use it.
Okay. So it starts from very beginning, I would say, because of the research level. Because when you develop any technology, right, you should have a proper research team, or you should have a proper technology which support your research, and your country should support your research in terms of technology, in terms of finance, in terms of all these things. So from very beginning, I don't think so. We put a lot of effort in that, in research basically, and because of brain drain activities as well, most of the people were seeking abroad, and they were working abroad as well. So that is the main reason. But now I would say from past 5 years, if you see DRDO, which is our research organizations, we are doing great when it comes to aerospace, or when it comes to energy or nuclear powers. We are doing great. So things are improving, but yes, because we were not initially putting that effort, so yeah, that has its drawbacks as well.
So somewhere or the other we are lacking in the research. We are not researching, we are just consuming the technologies. That's why
because that is already, sometimes it is already available, so you are using that in activities, I would say.
Prachi, like you have a very vast experience of multiple things. So what advices you would like to give to the young entrepreneurs, so they should also feel motivated, and after getting your advices they should feel like, if Prachi is doing, why can't we do it?
Okay, so first advice I would say, when it comes to only work, I would say that, I mean, if you have किसी भी काम को करने की अगर आपके पास जिद है ना, so कोई भी काम impossible नहीं है. You just have to do that. I mean, you should have that passion to do that, because challenges तो आएंगे ही यार, in any case. If you work in job, वहाँ पे भी अपने अलग challenges है. If you start a company, वहाँ पे भी अपने challenges है. But अगर आपके पास वो passion और वो जिद है वो काम करने के लिए, so you will definitely do it. So just never settle attitude that is important.
Yeah, this is actually an attitude entrepreneur should have, like continuous hustle,
Exactly.
like we are just thinking about that only, and like if we are walking or if we are sleeping also, we should get something about our work only in our dreams. Then only like
no, it's not about everything about work, but yeah, you should have a perfect balance between it, right? Because I told you that there are crazy days, and sometimes there are days when you don't find that motivation to even start a day or to work ahead. So you need to shift to a different domain, or I would say a different zone, which provides you an inspiration. So yeah, it's all about that, how you manage your crazy days and how you convert them to really potential ones.
So nice, Prachi. Like on the lighter note, like we'll be ending from here. So we'll have some rapid fire questions. Best unicorn according to you in India?
I would say best unicorn would be all these payment channels, because that has made the transactions very easy in India. And sometimes because I told you that I am very fond of traveling, so I guess the transaction system that we have in India, that is somewhere missing in other countries also. So I guess that is the best unicorn, or that is an inspiring one.
So here I have the point to say, like India is the only country which has developed their UPI systems. Here we are actually leading other developed nations in the UPI, and the other developed economies are using our UPI technology in their country to promote the transactions. So we have to do work like this. We have to develop new technologies. Then only we can lead from other countries.
Yeah, that is why that is an inspiring startups for me.
Exactly. So another question would be Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg.
Elon Musk.
Why so?
I am very fond of, I also myself make very quick decisions, and I make sure that I stick to that decisions. So that is, I'm very fond of Elon Musk as well, that he makes very quick decisions, whether it is, when you are working in an entrepreneur or you are working with your own business. So you can't make ahead that what is the right decision or what is the wrong decision. You have to take the decision, you have to face the challenges, and then you have to, fulfill that, I guess, or you have to make your decision successful. So that is
Ratan Tata sir has also said that take the decision, and if you are thinking that it is a right decision or a wrong decision, just try to make that wrong decision also in a right direction. So it automatically, if you are trying in a correct way, that wrong decision will also change into a correct decision.
Okay, so I would like to add one thing. I am very fond of Ratan Tata, and I have read a lot of biographies, a lot of histories, a lot of work about him, but he never said that. Okay, so that is somewhere which is misinformation which is in the media. He never said that. And it's not about making your decisions correct. It's about just taking the decisions, because you will make mistakes, right? It's how fast you make mistakes and how fast you convert your decisions, or how fast you make it into successful. It's about doing 100 tasks and then maybe doing 10 successful tasks, rather than just thinking about one task and not doing the actions. So that's about
so like if you'll keep doing the task, it will make you perfect, and ultimately you'll get the best result out of it.
Exactly. And you experiment things a lot.
So next question would be like what do you prefer, like stocks or cryptos?
Any day stocks. Because I myself invest in stocks. I read a lot about them, and crypto doesn't have that history back then, because many brands invested in crypto, but I don't think so that is more reliable as of now.
So if you have invested in, like you are invested in stock markets, would you like to tell our viewers some two companies which you have preferred in stocks?
No, I would not say that, because there are many companies, you can't decide it on the top. Yeah, but my favorite would have been Tata. Maybe Tata is one of many companies that I usually invest. Reliance is there, but there are many startups as well in which I invest. So yeah, I have a great portfolio.
So you are investing in the small caps also?
Exactly, I am. Because I'm very fond of doing research and everything. So yes, I study about it, and yeah, I do invest. It's not only the big brands that we do. I classify my portfolio into large cap, mid cap, and small cap. So
accordingly, you have divided the money, and
exactly.
So that less risk would be getting less.
Yeah.
Nice. So next question would be like, what would you prefer, speed or perfection?
Speed. You can't do perfect things at once. So speed is what takes you to perfection, I believe. If I can do 5 tasks and then I can make out which one is perfect, so that is more of my thing, rather than doing one task very slowly and perfectly. That is not me.
Next question is money or power?
Any day power.
Why?
Power is something which I'm very fond of. Money is, you can have it, you can earn it again, you can lose it sometimes. That is not a stationary thing or a permanent thing. It's keep changing, and I believe more in work, or I believe more in power than money. Money is just a side thing that you can do regularly. Yes, it is most essential thing, but that is not the prime focus. It helps you to do other things.
So guys, we had a wonderful talk with Prachi. So Prachi, it was a wonderful interaction with you. You have given wonderful insights to our viewers, and I hope they would be learning something out of your journey. And you can also share your views and your experience about this talk to our viewers, and ask them to support us with the like, share and subscribe to our channel also.
Yeah, so I would say please like, share and subscribe to their channel, that is Intellect Talks, right? And these guys are doing great work, and they are doing very hard work, so please support them. And I am doing my I am supporting them, so I would request you to do that as well.
Okay, thank you Prachi so much, and thank you for giving your valuable time, and I hope like we'll be meeting in future also.
Sure,
and definitely we'll see Visnify becoming a big brand in the technology groups.
Exactly.
So, thank you Prachi.
Thank you.
So guys, आज का ये टॉक शो प्राची के साथ बहुत ही इन्फॉर्मेटिव था और बहुत ही इंसाइटफुल जर्नी से उन्होंने अपने व्यूज शेयर किए हैं। और शिवम, आपको कैसा लगता है ये एपिसोड?
भैया मुझे तो बहुत मज़ा आया। मतलब वो ऐसा लगा था एक वैसे पर्सन नहीं, कोई एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं, वो एक नॉलेज पोर्टल है जिन पे क्लिक किया आपको नॉलेज मिलती चली जा रही, वो बोलते चले, उनके पास नॉलेज कमी नहीं थी और इतनी जगह उन्होंने काम किया था। सो गाइज़, आपको ऐसा ही कंटेंट और चाहिए, आपको कैसे एंटरप्रेन्योर से मिलना है, सो आप हमको कमेंट बॉक्स में बताएं। आपको जिस तरह से लोग देखना पसंद है हम वो लेके आएंगे। एंड कीप सब्सक्राइबिंग, लाइक एंड शेयर, एंड डू सपोर्ट टू आवर चैनल। हाँ, इंटेलेक्ट टॉक्स। एंड अगर आप कोई स्टार्टअप कर रहे हैं या कुछ स्टार्ट करना चाह रहे हैं और उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही है, उसके लिए गाइडेंस चाहिए, तो हमारी कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में है, आप हमें बताएं, हम आपको लीड करेंगे, सजेस्ट करेंगे, और हमारे पास लोग भी हैं जो आपको और बेटर इन्फॉर्मेशन दे सकेंगे। सो थैंक यू, कीप सपोर्टिंग अस।
थैंक यू, बाय बाय।